I don't know about you all, but I am so ready for this Jonathan Kuminga Golden State Warriors saga to be over. I really, really hope that the Golden State Warriors do right by Kuminga and trade him before the deadline. To be honest with you, he should have been traded like 2 years ago. But since you held on to him, since he's now in a place where he's again not in the lineup, collecting DMPs, you're not, you don't even have him in the G League, which I don't know if he would play in the G League at this point in his career. Maybe he thinks he's above it or what have you. But like, you're not developing him. Trade him, right? You should have traded him 2 years ago when his value was extremely high, and you could have maximized that by bringing in, a quality center, maybe a draft pick, something along those lines. But since you didn't, trade him now. Hopefully, you can trade him to a team that sees the value in him, that's willing to work on developing him, that has opportunity for him within their system, etc., for him to just blossom into a player that we all think he can be. This is not me saying that I don't think Jonathan Kuminga has flaws, because he absolutely has flaws. Some of them more glaring than others. Like, sometimes his defensive IQ isn't the highest. His ability to stay engaged in off-ball defensive action isn't always the highest. Because to be honest with you, I don't think he's a bad on-ball defender by any stretch. But, within team continuity, sometimes he struggles. Right? We can go down the list. Every player has flaws, though. Every player has flaws. And when you have these young guys and you're just take the stance of being essentially unwilling to develop them and give them opportunity to work through these things, then what are they there for? Every player has flaws. And the best way, in my personal opinion, to work through a lot of those flaws is to do it in real time on the court, especially when you're talking about guarding action. Because the reality of today's NBA is that you're not getting those reps in practice anymore, because teams don't practice, especially not on the team where your primary guys are all older, right? Like guys like Steph, guys like Jimmy, guys like Draymond, they need that time to recover, and they don't need a lot of those, you know, more incremental um, um, learning things that you need to put your young players in order for them to, develop, right? So I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm just ready for Jonathan to be moved. I think there are quite a few teams that he could really help, that he could really go play for, and he could really develop with right now. Right now, I think he could do that. Off the top of my head, I think his athleticism as a Lakers fan would really help the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if they want to take on that contract and, lessen some of the flexibility that they have going into the offseason, with them having so many expiring contracts. But I'm sure if I sat here and thought about it, there are a number of teams that Jonathan Kuminga could really help, and that could help him just grow and develop, right? So let me know what you guys think. Let me know where you think he should go. Um, I really hope that the Warriors trade him, and don't just have him sitting on the bench for the next 45 games or however many games they have left on their schedule. And we can see this guy in a different jersey with a fresh coat of paint, start to, paint his own canvas, start to shift the narratives around him, because there are a lot of narratives around him, and begin to, just be a be a cornerstone of an NBA team, right? Maybe not be the main guy, right? I'm not saying that at all, but be somebody who is a staple in for an NBA franchise, because I think he has the talent to be that, right? And I think he has the talent to be a consistent starter on a team, a guy who provides a lot of value for a team, and is just, a staple. So again, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if you think this is all Jonathan Kuminga's fault for them being in this predicament, because I don't feel that way at all. I think the Warriors, in some of their draft choices over the past couple of years, in some of their asset management over the past couple of years, has not been great, and I think that they should be criticized for it, right? As much as you can criticize Jonathan Kuminga for some of the things that he lacks as a player, even though he's only 23 years old, I think you can, criticize the Warriors in the same way. So, hope you guys liked the video. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that heart button, and see you next time. Peace.